Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you, and on the coding I went on a little bit of a rant this morning. It was pretty cool, so I'm going to get there in just a moment. It is June 25th, 2019, the 25 of the Knight of Wands, that get up and go energy, very passionate and physical movement. The day adds up to 43-7, which is the Three of Cups and coming together. The 7, which is the 7, is the calm before the storm, and the 25 is 7 as well. So we have a lot of that 7 energy of peace and quiet, but it's really that what propels you into the storm, that inner energy. And the 43, very much of coming together in celebration with the Three of Cups, being authentic to yourself in expression and being social. So the masculine read was done this morning at 8:03 to 8:04 a.m. So we have the Empress and the masculine, or the Empress and the Emperor coming up here, along with the Strength card. The major arcana were Reflection, Justice, Chariot, and Shadow, which are the Hermit, Justice, Chariot, and the Devil. The major arcana that came up before and after the read were Karma, which is normally Judgment, and the Wheel, the Divine Wheel, or the Great Wheel, which is usually the Wheel of Fortune or Destiny. I was definitely feeling a little bit of nervous energy in the heart for the masculine when I started the read. There were 3 cups, 2 pentacles, and 2 swords. There were no wands, which was very interesting since today was the Knight of Wands. The court cards were Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, and Queen of Cups. And before the read was the King of Pentacles. So there's a lot of court cards here, a lot of people in the read today. It looks like 2 kings, 2 knights, a page, and the Queen of Cups. The code line was all about love, and the only number that came up on that code line was 1, unity consciousness, and the message was very much along those same lines. The number 17 came up, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 2, 2. And another number came up because it was missing from a sequence, which was number 56, which is the 2 of Swords being in your knowing. So 1 and 56 were pronounced here. 1 of the Magician. So along the line of love, the code line which took me on a path here was I, in the letter F, was only showing I Mass, as opposed to Christ Mass or Christmas. I Mass, Adept of Sage, Divine Justice, Aid, Ace, He, the Shadow, Love. Or in other words, I Mass, I, Mary Magdalene, as Knight of the Queen, or the masculine and the feminine, Divine Justice, Aid 1, He, the Shadow of Love, She. Masculine I, Self of the I Am Presence, the Queen, Truth and Balance, Aid 1, He, the Shadow of Love, She. The sun penetrating the earth in the invasion of Normandy, heating her cold to warm both just below neutral. She gets 51 to his 49%. Remember that boiling water is at 100 degrees Celsius, but it's actually 212 degrees Fahrenheit. 98.6 is the human temperature, that of the masculine, whereas the divine feminine of the 212 is because she's got a much higher boiling point. Half of what's between those two ends up being 56.7, adding to the 98.6 is then 155.3, or bringing it just a little bit above that to err on the side of light is 155.5. So we have the 2.12 to 1, which is the Fahrenheit to Celsius, but it's also about the F of the feminine with the masculine and the 1 just being the masculine. So the F is the feminine and the C is the masculine. Halfway from Celsius to Fahrenheit is 56. 56 again coming up separately as that 2 of Swords being in your knowing. The I, the 1. That 155.5 comes up as 1555, which is 15 of the devil, and 55 of the Ace of Swords, which is the truth. The devil's truth is the shadow. A little more than twice the The F is the masculine and the feminine, the 212, and the C as just the masculine. She gets the 112, and he the 100. He is the source magician embodiment, and she the source embodiment with that same 100, but stuck with the hangman, the 12, the human part of magician embodiment, the shadow. A little much, and why we have chill and Netflix. Chill for the C of the masculine, H, have a seat, and the ILL, before you get ill. The Netflix is the net catch, and the flicks of the FL, the heat of both and love, and the lowercase ix, the collective, the 9, the chakra system, plus the pineal, third eye. Also with FL came up Florida here, and referencing the 9 and Florida as 7 of the spiritual number, that chakra system, plus 11, 711, 7 plus 1, 1, the 2 magician embodiments, and 7 as the Florida Keys. Okay, so it came up as Florida Keys, that this is the key, right, to chill and Netflix, right? The 7 and the 2 magician embodiments of the masculine and the feminine. The warrior, and in other words, that part is about harmonization. And the 7 of the notes of the scale, that's about harmony and harmonization. And the keys to it. The warrior, the war. The peacemaker, the peace. The piece of the puzzle is to let the divine feminine have her way just a little more of the time. The vortex of polarized war and peace. Ebony and ivory. 7 Florida keys plus 2 points of contention. Puerto Rico and Bermuda, or in other words, the Bermuda Triangle. The triangle with cubic, or Cuba, cubic interference. And the Rubik cube came up here as well. England versus US, or Bermuda and Puerto Rico. The split of the colonies, colonization of the bacteria. The Pearl, Pearl Harbor, safe harbor, fail safe, harbinger of things to come. The brave fail, more than half wins. Total eclipse of the heart, or in other words, the sun, the eclipse. July 2nd, 2019, which also adds up to 21, the world, and completion. And 7/2 happens to be the day that I met my twin, so it's very significant for me. For of course, it is a human heart, the masculine. She, the rivers flow through him, that he warms, causing him to skip a beat. Ba-bum, ba-bum. So as we get into the read here, and you see there on the table the 7 steps to heaven in the 7 of Cups there on the left-hand corner. 7 steps to heaven, 1, ... 0.5 to 1 to 1. Past karma, Akashic records, and thinking. Back a half step and then a forward 2 steps. Energy links, like links on a chain. You can't put them together without going back a little bit. From the masculine or human perspective, the feminine or etheric perspective is just a little more than he. As I turned the page, it was 9:14, 9 of the Hermit, 14 of the Temperance card, or the Angels. The Hermit number 9 to star 17, the Tower reversed and back to 16 to go forward again. The Virgo, Aquarius, and Scorpio reversed, the dark forest where only they dare to traverse, the 4D realms, the Scorpios. Between worlds, deep dark nothingness, the space between. 15 of the Capricorn, because the goat never gives up, the shadow, the man in his truth, yet not showing love due to past pain. 9, 10, begin again. 19, the sun, the gold coin offered. And I want to reference back to coin is another way to spell Kohan. The Holy Grail, the Holy Communion, neither is much good without the other. The High Priestess and the 10 of Pentacles, source abundance, and human abundance, the individual's happiness based on both to exist in this realm. And Pisces came up here. In raising divine feminine, we err to that side, the source light, the inner light, as opposed to the external light that would burn you to nothingness again. The cold, the divine feminine, preserves the humanness. The brain war is the inner battle over the peace and oneness of the source light happiness and bliss, and the externalization of this through manifestation of abundance, external bliss made manifest through the sun. 9 berets, 99 beers on the wall, the French cafe and the collective green, invasion of Normandy and an offer to make peace with it, between England and France, gold versus green, the crown versus the heart, and romancing the stone, Notre Dame, and the hunchback, the hermit. Phantom of the Opera, which on imdb.com came up number 58 on the top 100. 58 is the 4 of swords, the 5D connection, the 5D existence. Then passion aroused from the rafters as the emperor drops his seeds of love into the Holy Grail, defenseless to its energies, filling her heart to overflow with lover, feeding the forests and lily pads with streams of consciousness. Ice castles in the sky as his crown wide open brings to his awareness the love he was missing, i.e., the emperor's new clothes. Then reconciliation comes up in front of you, and beneath that is healing family issues first for the masculine before he can come forward to reconcile. The empress out in royal silks, and fairy justice with 2 spoons of healthy fruit medicine. Earthy versus etheric, Taurus versus Libra, manipulation and prison of things versus freedom and lightness of etheric realms. Good and evil, not letting go of the baton, the why in the road, the masculine, the shadow, the block, indecision, traveling right on the same old, or left and change tracks to new direction, change timelines, jump tracks, quantum leap, the faith where the brave dare not go, the 4th leg of the race to achieve the impossible dream, passionate exchange with flames stuck in DNA, the wood ladder to branch of the family tree, where all one you see. As I turn the page, it's 1034. 34 is the 8 of Wands, that passionate exchange, the arrows of love, expressing your feelings, and the 10 of Destiny and the Wheel of Fortune. So we're all one, you see, as the King of Swords and the evil Empress and Lady Justice, his truth, his mistress, the fruit of the Garden of Eden, that shadow side Lilith tempted him with her fruit to leave Eve behind for other physical pursuits, or more physical pursuits. His right elbow pain, tennis elbow from paddling queen, clamped down, controlled by fear, pain, anxiety, stress, and no rest, others always wanting something for nothing from him, pushing Eve aside for 1,000 years or thousands of years to explore the world apart from her, looking for acceptance, justification, confirmation of his worthiness outside of himself. She forever searching the heavens for where he went, catching a glimpse now and then, he looking down for where his happiness went, never quite filled, as Jack and Jill, she so clingy, following him wherever he goes. However, this creates a pearl out of him, raising his vibration, where on the final ascent, she can no longer keep up with him. He has returned to himself, Clark Kent, his divine feminine, his justice, his inner faith and balance. And then patience comes up as the underlying energy, number 2 of the High Priestess, and beneath that was completion, number 9, the Hermit, the wise one, the collective consciousness. As the tower won't stay erect, it keeps coming tumbling down around him again and again, the chariot being mean, warlike, and intimidating him. You'll never be good enough, with your head in the clouds. Feel the rainbow, humbug, as the woman of lower vibration he juggles with on his rainbow bridge to 5D bliss, while letting the Queen of Pentacles reverse down. The fire from her destabilizes him, but he is juggling to become strong. To tame the beast, the centaur, the sphinx, but not the minx. Leo, ego, leading him by the chain, by the neck, as opposed to the etheric cord, naturally intact. 2 mints in 1, mitosis, 2 daughters, as the parent cell moves away after duplication. Outside self, karmic and kids, but within, twins, co-creation. 1 cell away at the Y in the road to a 2-world split. Dark Leo, ego, trying to stand the ground, but Princess Aurora guiding Lion gently out of here with love, leaving behind 2 bunnies multiplied. No more trying to cover the dolphins' music of the spheres, and new ship coming in. Or is the Viking trying to come back again? Appearances can be deceiving, so don't watch. No time, only dimensions of color, vibration, and rhyme. No reason. Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, all upright, leading ego away as we ascend. The keys, the Sphinx. And I write there. The keys and the Sphinx to opening the space between. As I turn the page, it's 1104, Justice and the Emperor. I guess there's a roar there on purpose for the Leo energy. And by the way, the Emperor and the Empress were both upright here, but there may be a second Empress, which is the Shadow Empress, the Eve and the Lilith, the dark and the light side of the feminine. So the Leo or ego runs away or off for a new life. The Divine Masculine reconciliation after healing family from third party and breakup, a 2-to-1 split with patience, with completion, wrapping things up to connect to new cycle, third wheel, tricycle, much more stable and sometimes requires training wheels. To expand, number 5, but once they're good, free on 2 wheels only. Okay, so it's saying sometimes you need the training wheels, which then becomes the on a tricycle with training wheels, you then have 5 wheels, which is that expansion. But once you're good at riding that bike, you can switch to the 2 wheels only. Recently, for the King of Cups, lovers frustrated ending the pain, the learning process of the physical purge. Etheric dark night, 3D illness, physical manifestation in order to clear it, i.e. sex, may initially be painful. Training wheels don't forget and reset. You're okay. Third energy purifies the physical body. The foundation here is Libra reversed. A proposal goes slow, finding peace with the Queen of Swords reversed that he hurt, looking for the sweet spot to make it right again, not so left. Offer to reconcile in a sweet offer. And centrally for the masculine, the Hermit okay, but drained with high vibes sucked back into purge to connect. The Virgo upright and Leo reversed, and Divine Masculine sadness, loss, regret about hostage of Emperor. Challenged by Divine Justice that is blind, feeling the balance. Happiness is its own reward, not expressing frazzled feelings of the Knight of Wands reversed who conks out, walking away and within to work it out with twin and source. Kids and commitments. Taurus, financially drained and powerless or lost independence, or karmic or teen did this spending or throwing all the money away on purpose. Virgo upright, Libra, Aries, and Sagittarius reverse, Taurus reverse came up. Not sure which direction the Libra and Aries were. But now, in the crowning position, the Chariots of Fire, in the 4th leg of the race, charge. Starting over in love, 5 horses, 3, 4, 5. The wounded warrior on the last leg driving. The King of Swords reversed, and the Page of Cups reversed in tow. His negative self, his rejected inner child. POW, now battle's over. Where have all the flowers gone? The Page of Wands inspired to his big gold coin, or a Kohan. New life, running side by side, chariots of fire, harmonizing differences. And the signs that came up here were Cancer, Aries, Pisces, Leo, Scorpio, Virgo, and Taurus. Where there's a chariot, there's always fire. New expansion of the magician embodiment, the quest of desire. The DNA strand, the thorn stuck in his side, finally able to pull it out and free himself from prison. Look, Ma, I did it. Mitosis, splitting hairs, hung up on the details. Not the right leg, the focus, but the fourth leg for stability, to even things out. No need to burn the past, for it's already gone. New passion to carry on. In the sun, flowers for Algernon, exposing third-party interferences, jealousies, and sudden appearances, as the hermit puts it out there, ass on the line. Soon, for the masculine, is the Knight of Swords, the messenger of truth, knight in shining armor, Lancelot with Excalibur, in a bold move to the Knight or the King of Cups, unconditional love and connection to Source, and the energies up here were Taurus reversed and Cancer upright. So before I go any further, I'm going to take you around to see the cards, and then we'll go from there. So this was the underlying energy of the Seven of Cups, the recent past, the King of Cups. Then we have the foundation here as the Knight of Pentacles there, which you can't really see, but there he is. And then the center of the read is the Hermit, okay, which is reflection in this deck. And then the Divine Justice as the challenge position. The head crowning is that Chariot with all the clarification cards around it, as you see. Okay. And then we come over here to what's in the near future, which is the Knight of Swords, the messenger of truth, below that King of Cups there. And then we have how he sees himself is the Page of Swords, or the Page of Orbs. And around him, that's the underlying energy still, around him the Queen of Cups there, with the Six of Pentacles underneath there. And then we have his blocks he needs to clear is the Ace of Pentacles, or crystals in this deck. And then we have, concluding the read, the Shadow, which is coming up reversed in the energy here, with the Empress and Two of Cups there, the Three of Cups, and Destiny or Fate, okay? So that's what comes up for the read. And so this would be all of the read for me up to the pyramid, and then this is just after the read cards that I pull to see what other energies are still in the deck. Okay, and now I'm just going to put it back down again and continue with the read. See if we can pull it up a little bit like that. Okay. All right, so where am I? So my last line was about the soon position, the Knight of Swords, messenger of truth, the knight in shining armor, Lancelot with Excalibur, in a bold move or travel to the King of Cups, unconditional love and source connection. Spiritually outside the box, powerlessness, or in other words, love power. I turn the page as 1134, which is justice and the Eight of Wands. That passionate exchange or expressing their feelings, or arrows of love coming up here. He is the Page of Swords, the word, the message, news, an innocent spark of light. The Knight of Cups gives himself love to let go of the burdens he's carried so long. The war is over, swords are down, no apologies required. You're here now, that's all that counts. Give relationship a chance from the Romance Angels, past life relationships, and this could be the one, worth waiting for, and very soon extend your lighthearted energy to others. For the masculine, around him or how he is seen is the Queen of Cups, healing neediness and lack of attention, gossip and overindulgences, third party and settling out, leveling the playing field. Clear blocks of the diamond in the rough, because you're always perfect in each moment. The Queen of Cups needs courage, or may be thought to be weak by the masculine, and the divine masculine needs to clear thinking of himself as injured and left behind, or the victim, or destitute, or that the church denied him, or detoxing or discharged from somewhere. Hanging is wise. Chill and Netflix, spinning the coin to see who of four gets their pick. Wise to share and save and be moderate. All perfect in each now moment. Then for the numerology deck, love came up mainly on that bottom line, but then even more so is health, spiritual partnership, and above all with self-love. Surprise wish in juggling a dish or two for the divine feminine. Shadow web, nightshade, dark falls, excited to be unstable and move to heal while breaking patterns and low vibrations while performing high vibe or extending hand to others. Detox of the physical, the shadow aspect, rashes and sensitivities, headaches and anger coming out to release, heat stroke and burn, constipation, diarrhea, yeast and bladder infections, and cysts, all naturally detoxing physical woundedness. Do so as release as well, and muscle syndromes around the sciatic nerve and butt. Have a massage, watch out for jealousy, don't get burned wondering where flame went. Don't worry, be happy. Connecting with Empress, putting it out there to heal. Third energy coming together with reunion destined here. The Queen of Wands reversed, working to align and find happiness alone, in need of help in transformation or with a death and or sinks or options she must choose from. Justice without option, the King of Wands reversed, impatient end of family, as the Queen of Pentacles now with the ultimate family, and the King of Pentacles coming out with, or the King of Pentacles is hearing out the messenger of truth strategy from the Queen of Pentacles with the ultimate family below. He's hearing her out, the strategy, the plan, knowing not getting along at work due to kids or coworkers who are acting like kids, or knowing they must leave it behind as the masculine once the truth comes out. Triumph, Excalibur, free from the stone, no more romancing the stone, free and clear and dry. As I turn the page, it's 11:57, and that's the Justice card and the Three of Swords, which comes up in this energy as reversed, so healing. Steps to proposal with an idea, a spark, messages, news for the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, the Hermit and Justice, Virgo and Libra or water signs, an announcement of new life in a bold move to detox the shadow and connect with the Empress to celebrate destiny or good fortune. Past thoughts, Akashics and karma, with sinks and steps to the King of Cups or UCLA. Unconditional love angels, UCLA. And then She's Like the Wind came up. The Knight of Pentacles proposal to Hermit to move or travel, ascend together. The challenge being justice, court, or divorce, or just regaining balance. News, 5D messages of truth, or the messenger of truth, and or kids are speaking the word or spreading the word. The Queen of Cups with new life, shadow dancing, with partner, abundance, and joy, Fatum. And then in Spanish, Fatum came up as Fatum nos Iunget. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I didn't take Spanish in school. I took French. But it's Iunget, which means fate joins us. So that's how the read ended on that line, on fate. So it was a pretty cool read. I hope that you got some of that flow. I know some of it may feel disjointed, but that's the way Spirit comes through. It's up to you to put the pieces together, because for everyone it's going to be different. Was there anything else I wanted to do? I can pull another extra card just to sum things up, since I haven't done this since this morning. Let's see how, if anything, the energies have changed. Okay. So take a deep breath, you guys. There's 3019, 30 of the Four of Wands, the Union card, and the 19 of the Sun and the masculine energy. All right, let's just see if anything comes up, anything that everyone needs to know this June 25th, 2019. For everyone watching, the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Some final message. Wow, that just popped out in a major way. The Ace of Cups. How beautiful is that? Well, I'm going to leave it on that because you can't get much better than that. I think that the masculine may be a little bit tired right now, being that the card of the day is that Knight of Wands reversed, but it came up in the read as just very frazzled energy, you know, having good intentions to get moving, but then dropping at the last minute. So there may be some burdens being dropped, which is good, but I think there's good news on the way. Definitely positive news for the Six of Cups, the children in the garden, come what may, and whatever imbalances that need to be restored or made right will happen, okay? So I hope you like that. Make sure you drink your water and get your rest. I had a little bit of trouble sleeping last night, and there's been a lot of chest energy coming up as well. So you might be feeling your twin on and off, as well as the energies coming in from the sun. Just make sure to take care of yourself. Okay? Rise and be loved, guys. Bye.